You would have all heard a window be shattered upstairs.
What's all the noise?
We've got a fucking problem.
What kind of problem?
The fucking doctor's dead.
What?
As I fucking predicted. What? Shot in the goddamn head. It violated his fucking corpse.
Who?
I don't know. Whoever he went and met last night.
Who went with him?
Jack.
Who the fuck did it?
What happened?
Trap. It was a goddamn trap, it's what it was. They said the message.
I don't. I could have predicted it was a fucking trap. By who?
The only people I think of is the people who abruptly came into our rules last time and shot Isaac in the leg. Black Clover is the likely suspect.
Fucking who?
Listen. I think it was the Clover. I think they said their name. However, they had some kind of personal vendetta against the doctor. Something about stealing something from an ambulance. I don't know. And the worst part is, they knew about us. They knew how much supplies we had. They knew our names.
The fuck?
They knew our fucking names, man. I don't know how.
Okay,
They knew how much.
How do they know our names? Where are they even getting this information?
Question.
And do we have someone feeding them this info?
Listen, it doesn't matter about the
Possible.
names. How do they know our supplies?
That too. That's what I think. Is one of us a traitor?
Fucking gotta be. Don't no one else walk in here.
They said we have 2 days of supplies left. Exactly what the doctor said yesterday. I don't know how the fuck they did that shit.
The fucking doctor's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Shot. Dead. Violated his fucking corpse.
And there is one more bad thing I have to talk about.
What?
One more bad thing.
Great, it gets worse.
They said they would be coming.
What?
Yes. Listen,
So
they are about
guns,
what?
we can't
6
survive.
hours away from here. I know we can't. We either have to move or I don't know what the fuck we're going to do.
When are they gonna be here?
Hours? You
6
got
hours
back
away, but they.
an hour. Sorry, you got back not long ago.
No.
If they followed you, they're probably right outside.
They just said they would pick a date. So I don't know if they are right outside or I don't know. I'm just.
6 hours. Are you talking about the transmission that I picked up the other
This
day?
is bad.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The transmission was specifically sent.
We don't even have any
Because they had
guns of our own. We will be no match for them.
If we had our own guns, it would.
Do me a favor.
I have an idea, but it's kind of suicidal.
You go grab him and sterilize this.
Yes, but where are we? The hell are we gonna get our own guns? We don't even. Do you know how guns are hard to come by around here?
Yeah, I know.
Listen, even if for some miracle we manage to say, oh, I don't know, we sneak in and steal some of their weaponry. Oh wait, we can't, because again, they're fucking armored and weaponry. What do we have? Blades. We have blades and
And even
fists,
then,
nothing else.
fucking machine guns.
And even then, we don't know how many of them there are either.
We can't, but we do have something that probably could for a bit.
What?
That fucking thing in the maze.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I never said it was a good idea. I said it was probably suicide for whoever does it, but if they
It's
come
suicide
here...
for everyone, not just for the... I mean, sure, maybe, yeah, we could use it against the Black Clovers, but that's also gonna be on us, because that thing could
Well,
chase
that would be
anyone
the
that they
distraction
see.
while everyone leaves.
Or we could just leave right now.
That's what
Where
I'm
do
saying,
we
if they
go?
get here
This-
while we're still here. Because again, if they were right behind you guys, they could be walking down the road in 2 minutes.
Yes, but what if the plan fails? What if that thing has only its eye for us? What if it only has that?
Well, then we're dead anyway.
That's bullshit.
I'm just saying, if it comes to it and the Black Clovers fucking come here with their guns, we're not
Bigger
stopping.
fucking problem. The doctor's dead, yeah, but Isaac doesn't know yet. He's still asleep. That motherfucker will be like a war machine when he wakes up and finds out.
Oh boy.
He's
Well, I ain't breaking the news to him. One of y'all do it. I ain't breaking the
I'll
news
have
to him.
to fucking do it.
Did you hear my idea at least before you brought up Isaac?
probably the best in that
That's what
situation.
I don't want to get fucking punched or anything.
Likely
You right.
listen to the face.
Everyone here's fucking.
Well,
I need you running
it
security.
looks like it's just you and Jack,
I will
the only
need
two medicals we have
those
left.
ears
So you and Jack are
so
being
we can
important.
figure out why the fuck we are
Yeah,
talking.
it seems like it.
Well, with
Understood.
now and Dad, the only two main points that we need to definitely keep alive now is Jack and Abby. Because again, they're our last
Did you
two
hear my idea though?
medicals.
No, I didn't.
If the Black Clovers come,
That's the other thing.
obviously we can't take them on. But we can make a
That's
trap
all
and
we
lead them into that
At
maze.
this point,
It's probably gonna be suicide for whoever ends up activating it. But maybe it can take all of them out. Give the rest of us time to leave.
take us out aggressively.
I'm hoping the
We'll come out in
thing in the
time.
maze will fight the Black Clovers while we can escape.
They're not stupid.
Make sure they're aware.
Try some elaborate plan. We got an even bigger problem. Who the fuck is that?
I have no idea.
So it is, from my sight, the gas, probably ally. Merchant.
I think that's the match.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, it
I
is.
got a bit lost on the way back.
You sure he was just lost?
Dog got shot. Shit got robbed.
Dog got shot. You try to fucking sway him. Check him, by the way, for bots.
So I've already tried that. He said it was a risk. And he was just
Knowing the
gonna take
merchant,
it.
He's damned us all.
doubt he'd be big.
Get back inside, Simone.
Anything?
Nope.
He's good.
I was traveling blind, but he ain't told, fuck,
Who else
what's his name?
was with them at the time?
No, we haven't.
Well, them pussyfoot around it. Just tell him how it is.
Well,
Right.
shit's gonna go
Hey,
bad.
might as well deserve to know it. And as serious as possible.
I do believe Isaac is starting to wake up soon. But we need tight security. Very fucking tight. You see anything move wrong, you see anything breathe wrong, you let me, Isaac, or one of us know.
I
Understood.
understood.
And as for supplies, we're gonna have to make it last. We can't risk supply runs right now. We gotta get shit packed so we can leave.
I guess.
Leave
Well,
and
no.
go. That's
We
the
can leave and
question
take
right
some
now.
fight, then.
Apparently anywhere's better than here.
No. Anywhere here. Anywhere away from here. Doc's in the middle.
Somewhere away from Clover.
The boys that come back, you two, did you tell them what they were geared with? The guys down in the swamps?
Yes. Done some
AKs, heavy machine guns, firepower, yeah.
He told us.
I'm not looking,
I can bet.
Well, if we are gonna start packing
Yeah,
up and leaving,
more than
it's best
likely,
you
probably pissed
make
off
sure you
after
prepare
that guy was
everything.
Ain't nobody else geared like them.
Well, pretty much everything I had with me, I had on my person when I walked in.
They're probably all wiped out right now. How you think
I have
they
my
got all the
bag,
weapons
which
in
has
the
a bit
first
of few
They
place?
were in
things,
a
but it's not gonna be
or an
much.
offshore oil rig. That's where they
Like
definitely
I said, I got some alcohol that could be used for
Maybe
medical
the
purposes,
first
of course.
floor.
Offshore
But
rig probably ain't that
corpses
smart.
get a little bit stiff when they get their flesh frozen.
and plus,
Yeah.
besides my dad's kukuri,
Mm-hmm.
that's about it. Didn't really come with much.
We are fucked, people.
Yep.
Yep.
That's an understatement at this point.
And I'll just make some rounds around here.
Well, hopefully when I trick my traps, we'll actually have some food to take with us when we leave.
Maybe. You might get that car at least sort of working yet?
The mechanic relatively think it's doing well, but a day more, half a day more, and it should be running.
We don't have half a day more. We don't even. Probably don't even have a few hours.
Well, mechanic will do their best. Probably offer a few helping hands. I know probably done within 2.5 hours at best. Unless it's already done and I'm not aware. It
No.
worked like hell overnight.
Fortunately, cars aren't my thing, but I'll help out if it's still needed.
Cruel fate if we die in a bog like this. Man.
I'd leave
I
him
think
there.
he's getting up momentarily.
We'll run some security. I'll wake him up, let him know. Bring
Understood.
somebody with you.
I'll go.
You go around the other side for me. Go around this side.
Reach in the back.
I came in on that bridge. Right before it fell.
I guess I got lucky.
Fortunately, the people behind me weren't so lucky.
So, what do you think is happening? Do you think we have a traitor?
No doubt.
What do you think it
But
is?
it will not matter now. Because even if there is a traitor, there's nothing we can really do.
Yeah, but
Traitor's just
anyways,
another hand at this point.
but
First,
any
we
way
need
to
to focus
leave.
on finding a place where we can escape and survive and leave.
Yes, and if the
Our
traitor knows
suspect
where we're
already
going.
is the one who is with the sword. They're the only one that is new. But also they were all of a sudden put in a commanding position. It is likely that they are held. And there's a very likability that the family member that they talk about is being held by this Black Clover. That's my assumption.
Family member being used as leverage to get them to do what they want.
They're likely using him to get what they want. But he has no choice but to hold around. But then again, that could be false. Maybe he's not a person, but he's the only one I could think of to be like that. For now, we'll play along. We'll watch.
What if we're still here when the Black Clover
Perhaps you
attack?
can
I'm gonna get that
change.
thing in the labyrinth to come out and play. Maybe I can take some of them out with them. Or at least make them use some of their ammo.
But that is a death sentence. If you plan on to, expect yourself to die.
Well, if we don't do anything and they
Always
get here, I
other
expect
ways
that
to
as
go
well.
about it. For now, they'll wait until our food is out. That is my assumption again. And then once we are hungry and starving, they'll strike.
Oh, hopefully we're still not
They
here when that
attack in the
happens.
next few hours. But knowing them, they're a lot more adverse.
That one
I
also
doubt they will
makes
just...
me question.
The officer.
Jack. When I went on that mission where I ended up getting my leg injured, he didn't go back with me to try to save anyone, so between that
That's
and...
human instinct.
Yeah, but it's more of
When you're in a
the...
situation like that, do you really want to go back for somebody and risk your own life?
I went.
That's why
No,
we
it's
hold
down a
respect
leg.
for those who do.
But it's just the fact of, you know, if they are more looking out for themselves, what if they ended up having a conversation with the Black Clovers?
Again, at this point, there's no point on investigating each other and worrying about who is who.
No, but I'm also
need to
not
live.
gonna have a detailed plan for those that I don't fully trust.
Then do so. It's all perspective after all. Everyone here could be a traitor for we all know, for any kind of clan or gang out there.
This is true.
Trust is hard to gain within the apocalypse that we're in now. There'll always be people who are trying to survive regardless of what it may be. Although it is horrible to abandon your comrades and you'll likely be kicked or executed. It is instinct and you can't blame the person for it because they're terrified. No one wants to die. Not even I.
True, but I trust you more than I trust Jack.
I am a lone wolf. I prefer to do things on my own. For honesty, I don't trust anybody. But I give them enough trust to be able to live. I will not abandon people who risk their lives for me. I'll sacrifice my own limbs for the people who sacrifice theirs for mine. That's the only way I can trust people. It's a give and take, and then take and give.
And that's one of the reasons why I trust you.
I'm getting older and older and older. I'm only a year under Isaac, and we're almost close to our middle age now. At this point, we're just old men trying to live in a shitty world called the apocalypse.
That's alright. At this point, I think you guys can outrace me now, so... If it comes down to it, you don't gotta outrun the zombie, you just gotta outrun me.
Maybe.
Don't worry, in a few years we'll just grab walkers and we'll have a race.
If we live that long to see it, I'm sure it would be grand.
Gotta be optimistic.
Truly. Hope is the only thing that's keeping us together now.
So your patrol is just around the building, right? We don't have to go anywhere else.
You heard the man. Go out front. Round everybody up.
I believe there are two on the island. Wait but a moment.
Get 'em.
Alright, we're here.
Alright.
At your disposal.
Yeah. I said Jake. I want
Oh,
mainly Jake to tell me what's going on. We're going to have a little tuck group meeting. What happened?
As I told you before, fucking ambush. That's what happened. They wanted the doctor dead, and they got him dead. Well, apparently stealing some medical supplies from ambulance.
That day? That fucking day.
Yeah.
Of course it was a fucking
They said they would pick a day and visit us, and they would slaughter all of us. So I don't know if they are 5 minutes away from here or I don't know when they are coming. We are fucked either way and we have to fucking move.
I'll
tell you all this right now. As much as you all see me as one of your de facto leaders, even though time and time I tell you again, I just help run security around here. The fact that this threat has come up and the fact that Wilson is dead means we were put on a much larger time crunch. Food and water doesn't matter at the time. Right now it's packing up our stuff and getting ready. We don't know if they're telling the truth or if they're just trying to run out. All I'm saying is everyone make sure your stuff is ready to grab it and go. When you sneak out, make a disguise. Wilson has something for me to go through. At least he told me that if anything bad ever happens, to check him over. He says I'll know what to look for, but that's for me to do in my own time. I imagine that's probably going to happen sometime tomorrow. I need some time to myself to go through all this. The main thing I need to tell everyone is we're getting to the point where Wilson, who was kind of the head of operations before, is no longer able to do so. We're going to have to work together and come up with your own plans. I can only run security. I'm not some sort of fancy leader as you all make me up to be. I'm just a security guard. A prison guard. I know how to deal with riots and run a tight ship. That's it. So from now on, we're going to be putting things to a vote. Picking people out together. Understood?
Yep.
Yes. Understood.
Yeah.
Good.
And on that note, considering we're in the shittiest situation possible, though I'm still not feeling great, I guess it's better time than ever to start teaching you how to actually use a weapon, just in case you need to. I won't be teaching you how to kill zombies, I will be teaching you how to kill a human being. You understand?
Yes.
Right on. Understood.
I'll be starting immediately. So when all this is done, we'll go right there in that flat spot, and if you decide you want to join and learn how to kill somebody, go on over there.
Another thing.
Thing.
In case this threat of theirs that this rival group is going to be attacking sooner than later, I have an idea on how to prevent them from getting to us, maybe to buy us a little bit more time. However, this is going to make it so our paths will not be easily moving forward. The barricades in the maze, we're taking them down. The Ent will be free. And as much as it already seems to be free to do it, nothing will be able to stop it from moving around. I'm going to take those barricades down, and if those fuckers decide to come and try to shoot this place up, it'll rip them apart. Might as well use it, the fucking thing.
No, mind you, we are not doing this right now. Before we leave, I will take a few people and we will go do that. I'll do it for myself if I fucking have to.
I was saying the same thing like 10, 15 minutes ago, so I'll go with.
Alright, anything else?
The main thing I want to make clear is we're in this together. I want everyone to make sure that all voices are heard. Don't think your opinion doesn't have any sort of meaning around here. We're all here together. We're surviving together. It's the one thing that makes us different from others. We at least have some sort of faculty, some sort of group. There are other groups out there, and we can potentially try to make contact with them, meet with them, either join them or work with them. One thing certain is we cannot tell who we can or can't trust right now. So, if anyone has anything they want to pitch forward now, now's the time.
Though I don't really like the idea of when we do start leaving, releasing the creature over there. I don't see any of. Yeah, I just don't see any way around it at this point. It's risky because what's not for that creature to stop chasing us?
Main thing is we can use the buildings as little safe havens, but even Ent can eventually get into a building if it breaks it enough. The main thing is as long as we stick to buildings and don't make too much noise, we should be safe. Which, from what I've heard of these threats, of these attackers coming in, it sounds like they have guns. They want to shoot the place up, they'll die. They'll be ripped apart.
That's probably our only advantage.
I've already checked. We can get out that way, but that leads towards a border. About, give or take, 20 miles, 30 miles. That way, that is the border between Mississippi and Louisiana. Where we are now is Louisiana. Problem with that is it's not necessarily the walk. It's that border is guarded. Heavily. Not by people like the Clovers, they don't really have guns and shit. But there is a fuck ton of them, and all of them have something to kill you with. That is why I will be teaching you how to kill somebody, because if we go that way, we'll have to get through them. If we decide to go somewhere else, which it's not really up to me, it's up to everybody else. That's fine too.
Guessing
But
there's
our
no way
clear
to go
path-
around them?
Around this? Fuck.
No, around the border.
No.
Don't think so.
You would have
Not with
to
the
take
river in the way.
that, and you would have to take another 10, maybe 15-mile hike just to even maybe get around them. And the river right there is deep as hell.
No tunnel systems or
not
anything
taking
we're
the
aware of.
fact. There might be, but that's a risky play. We don't know what's down there. You guys, we have all been here in this apocalypse. We know how much these infected have mutated. We don't know what's down there. If you want to take that risk, we can.
No, they like the dark a bit too heavily, and knowing Ents, they would love the tunnels.
Right.
I'm not saying there be Ents down there. Ents are too big. But we don't know what could be down there. We have to
Probably
take
something a
everything
lot
into
scarier.
consideration. We
Yeah,
can't
I'd
go
rather
on the
not find
borders
out.
Because if we either get chased out by the people, we take a walk through Ent territory. Not necessarily something I want to do, especially with my leg.
Yeah, I don't think my leg healed right either.
I have been there, as I've said before, I've been to the border. As of right now, because of so many people, there's not as many zombies. Nothing big, at least. There might be an Ent or two, but that's kind of a given. Our main threat is the people. But as I said before, all of them have weapons like we do. Melee weapons. So they can still very well kill you. So, if anybody has anything else to say, let it be known now. No?
I will say this. One thing. Don't feel like you're pressed to make a choice now. As I said,
No.
if anything, let me finish. If anything, if we do get down that Ent and they see it roaming around, whatever scouts they send, they'll probably buy us a little bit of time because no one's dumb enough to fucking charge an Ent.
Yeah, we still have maybe 2 or 3
this
days
is to
before
give
we
you
leave.
exactly. So if you want to hold your opinions and maybe come up with a plan, you have some time.
And the final thing, we can all vote on this, but I vote that we take today and use it as our fast day, I guess. If we're gonna have 2 or 3 days before we leave and only have 2 days of supplies left, we want to save enough for the trip down to the border. We can probably find some stuff that way, but we're gonna have to take at least 1 day and just not eat. We can drink because we have water. We saved up some for when the water was working.
All of that, and I can
That's
check
what
my
food
traps
bring
to
from
see
the
if I
fires.
caught anything.
As for food, we're gonna have to take a day and not eat. Now we can either eat and risk to see if we find something towards the border, or we can take a day and make for sure that we have food on the trip there. Votes opposing Yes or no? If yes,
I
you
agree.
agree with this, raise your hand
Yeah,
so
I
we know
agree
who.
too.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Okay.
That's unanimous.
I'm not entirely
Right.
happy
So-
with this water balloon.
That's why we have
mean-
a couple days. If other people take your time, as much as
Either
we
way.
have.
Either way, we're gonna need to save food for a trip. So, I'm going to assume a lot of you haven't fasted before. My suggestion, when it comes to this, it is fucking rough, especially if you've never done it before. Fasting sucks. You're gonna feel bad for a little while. It might sound counterintuitive, but try not to drink as much water. It makes you thirsty. Then it start making you hungry. So, try to go as long as you can without drinking anything. And once you do drink something, only drink little bits at a time. Keep yourself hydrated, but do not overdrink anything. Once again, this is going to suck, people. So do it wisely. If you absolutely need to eat something, we'll group up like this again, and you can let us know. We're not going to deny you your food, but mind you, food needs to be saved. Understood?
Yep.
Understood.
Right. So,
If anyone
As I
has
said,
anything else they want to put forward, now's the time.
Just what I said earlier, if
I
you
don't
didn't
know
hear
if
me.
it's really-
One at a time.
Go ahead.
You go ahead. You go ahead.
what do you
I'm
think?
just if you didn't hear me before about checking the traps to see if I caught anything. Could
I
give us a
heard you.
little bit more
I'll,
food in case
we'll
some
go out
people
there.
need to eat.
I'll send somebody
will
with you
try.
in an hour or two, and we'll go check them.
Alright.
Not that I don't know if it's like 100% of an importance, considering we're all into this together right now. But with the doc now gone, the only two people of medical is Jackie and Abby. So therefore, we need to make sure they're kept alive. Otherwise, without
Yes.
people knowing true medical
Yeah.
experience, then we're basically fucked.
Only-
Do know
100%.
Wilson's locker is locked.
Yeah,
He
secured.
set something up with me, so will be investigating that, but I'm going to save that for tomorrow. Today I mourn.
And yeah, on that note, as for the locker, rules still apply. The food, to be honest, I don't care as much. If I catch you stealing something, I'll still reprimand you, and I'll probably still beat the shit out of you. But that medical cabinet right there, you try to steal something out of it, we'll have some problems. We understood?
Understood.
Understood.
Medical cabinet's locked regardless. If the lock's broken, I'll investigate. I'll be sleeping next to it as well, so if any of you want to try and wake me up to break the lock, go ahead.
Just because he has a bum leg don't mean he still can't beat the shit out of you.
Maybe you do need to learn a little bit of self-defense, Saggy. So I think this should help.
Right.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
medical wise, I do have the bandage I was given yesterday.
All of you who is
If
not
we were to get separated,
acquainted to
What was
killing
that?
somebody with an apocalypse
while you're trying to,
goes over there.
something were to happen. So
I
Say
said
that
I would.
again.
I still have the bandage I was given when I went to plant the traps. If I don't need it, I'll hand it back after we check on the traps today.
trying to help out.
Excellent.
So how's your leg doing, by the way?
I'm sure a lot of you have
Healing. I can at least put pressure on it now. Doesn't hurt nearly as much.
I'm gonna teach you how to do it
Rick.
correctly. As quickly as possible.
I'm going to have you,
As possible.
him,
You understood?
Understood.
So,
and probably.
I want every single one of you pull out the weapon you use. Be it a knife, be it your fist, be it a sword, I don't care.
Maybe not now, but get ready.
Pulls out a spear.
And please, if it's a invisible weapon, let me know what it is.
Scare off the bandits. Something to keep
only thing I have there are my fists.
thing that you get
We'll get you a knife. I have one.
from the barricade, you set up on the gate.
Alright.
And
It's a
anything
knife.
in the world-
Take it.
Thanks.
Alright. So, first things first.
What did you want to talk
I need to see how all of you think you know how to fight. So, get in your fighting stances, I guess. God damn, all of you suck. Alright, first off, you need to be more square. Shoulder length apart, your arms not so far apart. Bring them in, guard your face. You've got brass knuckles so you can kind of deflect a weapon. You're all fucked up. The knife needs to be out in front of you, not behind you. There you go. Turn with the knife. So if you're gonna point it out in front of you, turn towards it. Get a little low, get your stance deep in the ground.
Even if they give that information,
Yours isn't too bad, but
kill the end,
your offhand's a little too far out.
Spire,
And also the knife isn't out in front of you. Turn with the knife. So your right hand, there you go. Turn your stance with the knife. So your right leg needs to be out front with your right arm. There you go. You have nothing protecting this. Can't have it out front. You're not too bad, but you could be better. Now, I'm going to use this as an example. Look over this way. So do any of you notice what's wrong with his stance? His legs are too far apart. Push you over. Makes him unstable. Easy to push over, easy to knock down. You don't want him too far apart, because that's too wide of a stance. See how unbalanced you can be? Be shoulder length. Just enough to where you can dig yourself down. You never want to be straight-legged either. It's a good way to get your knee broken. Bend your knees a little. Your front toe should be pointing forwards. There you go. Okay, now with the spear, I want you to raise it up a little more. Don't put it so low. Raise it up. You're stabbing. You won't be doing swinging from
Out
the
of
side.
character, I can't.
Raise it at least chest height, so you can stab.
It's about what I can do.
And as for that, you're holding it too wide. There's too much back here. Bring it up a little more. You want your
Like that?
reach. Good. And the blade shouldn't be pointed up. It should be pointed to the side in case you need to sweep. So spin it a little. There you go. Now that all you have a semblance of how to stand with a weapon, I'm going to teach you now how to cut with said weapon. First things first, you got brass knuckles. You ever fought before?
Aye. One more time.
You sure?
What did you say? I did not hear you.
You sure? So you're telling me if I punched you right now, you'd be able to block it or dodge it?
I mean, I think yes.
Sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, that was a kick.
They're gonna fight dirty. You be aware
Apocalypse,
of
there's
what
no
they're
such
gonna do.
thing as honor.
So, as for you, you have very close range weapon. Brass knuckles. So, I'm glad I took boxing. When you're in your fighting stance, getting ready, the brass knuckles are going to be a little heavier. You're going to be throwing heavier punches, but they're going to be slower. So you need to read the person in front of you. I'm sure you've heard it before, but you need to watch their hips. That will tell you what they're going to do with their punch or their kick. Alright? So when you're squared with them, say they have a knife. Alright? Yeah, I'm gonna borrow that real quick, sweetheart. You have a knife, right? They're gonna stab at you. Say they're holding a reverse grip. They're gonna stab at you. As you are now, you don't have enough time to react, right? So you can't block a knife, right? It's gonna cut you. You don't have anything to block with. So you're gonna have to rely on distance. If I can't reach you, that's good. You need to always stay further back, but squared. Never cross your feet, and always shuffle back and forth, right? So if I'm gonna throw an attack at you, you dodge. There you go, don't block. You're gonna dodge, and you're gonna come back. You won't get an attack off if you're face to face, alright? So, I want you to throw a punch at me. Let me show you what's gonna happen if you're too close. Very easily.
I see.
Too close means I can grab you, throw you around, move you, alright? You're too far back, I can grab at you, and you can just move your shoulder and I'm a miss. You have spiked brass knuckles. Punching somebody in the kidney, that will kill a man. Try to open for the body. The face you might think will do a lot more damage, but you can kill someone a lot easier by hitting them in their organs, alright?
Alright.
It's a wider target as well. Alright? So, if I'm gonna throw a punch at you, I'm gonna go for your face half the time, because a lot of people in the apocalypse do not know how to fight, alright? So a lot of the time they're gonna go for the most obvious area, your face. Use that to your advantage, okay?
Yep.
Small target. If you're distanced, you can very easily move your head and slip a punch, a stab, anything. Once you've slipped that, you always want to use somebody's failure to your advantage. As for him, he will take a body shot, alright? You're gonna be standing with a knife, so you can kinda parry or block someone's attack. Somebody else has a knife. I think you keep a boot knife. I'm sure you do. Somebody else has a knife. It's a lot easier for you if you know what you're doing, alright? A lot of the times they're gonna have it pointed out in front of them, okay? Pointed at you. It's gonna intimidate you, make you scared. But you're gonna be smart, okay? Because a lot of the times with a knife, they're not gonna think about cutting. It won't go deep enough. They're gonna stab at you. So that's a really small target. They're gonna stab at your body, your leg, your head. Use that to your advantage as well. A lot of this is gonna be distancing. You wanna stay far enough away to where you don't get hurt, but you can hurt them. So, if you have the knife out, and they go for a stab, all you gotta do is move your shoulder. Once again, a lot of the times they're gonna go for a body, so just twisting your body will help you. They're gonna go for your body if it's a weapon like a knife or a spear, okay? Bigger area, hard for them to miss, alright? If it's something like punching or a bat, a lot of the times, they'll go for your head. But as for a knife, they're gonna go for the bigger area, so you can just take a step back. That's gonna cause them to be off balance. When they're off balance, that is your best opportunity. You can kick their leg out from under them, get them on the ground. You can stab back, but with a knife, it is safe for you to get them on the ground, or at least stumbled, okay? Have that back. If they're stumbled, you have an easy target. They can stumble forward and miss you, and you have all this open. Or all this. The side is the most deadly. Unless you get up under the ribs right here, then they're fucking dead. But the side will be the most deadly. On this side, you've got your kidneys. You've got fucking all this shit over here, right? You can really hurt somebody. Appendix. On this side, you've got your heart, your fucking spleen. It's gonna hurt. And you will very easily kill somebody. You're not worried about going deep, because trust me, your organs are a lot more to the surface than you think. Alright? You're gonna think about doing the most damage you can when you are fighting someone. So with a knife, don't just stab them and pull out. Stab and rip. Pull down. Don't pull out. Pull down. That will cause a big fucking cut. Okay? So for knife, that's how you'll attack. You'll attack only when someone tries to attack you. I don't want any of you to ever see any of you trying to fight someone and you be the one constantly attacking, alright? Leaves you open. You fight defensive, okay? So, I'm gonna use my sword as reference. If I have a bat and I swing at you, little miss, and I go for you, and you just so manage to dodge it, all you have to do is take 2 steps forward, and I can't hurt you anymore. You're too close. All you gotta do is put an arm up, and my weapon's up, and I'm open. Alright? Somebody has a longer weapon than you, which a lot of the times they will. People have bats, they have homemade spears, they have all kinds of shit, alright? A lot of the times you'll see something like a spear. It's probably the most safest things in the condition we're in. Keeps you at a distance, and it keeps you safe. Are you seeing a same thing, right? Distance is important. Knowing your distance between you and somebody you're trying to kill, you will always win a fight. If you can control your distance perfectly, you will never lose. Alright? So, especially with closer ranged weapons, yours is a little bigger, so you have a little bit more reach. Closer, super defensive. Don't ever attack first. Only attack when you have an opening. If you have to sit there and run away until you get that, I don't fucking care. You're keeping yourself alive, alright? For a zombie, it's different. I know that much. But we're talking about people, human beings, living, thinking beings. If you fight defensively, that is going to make them think that you are scared. That's going to make them rash, and they're going to make bad decisions. Okay? I know you've been around it. You've heard some of the people. People in the apocalypse are cocky as hell. Especially if they're bigger than you. Or have more people. So they're going to talk a lot of shit. They're going to try to get in your head. But it's best for you if you get in theirs. And you can do that easily in a fight. Okay? Fighting defensively is going to make them cocky, make them rash, and they're going to do some stupid shit. They're going to get aggressive. So when they throw a wide attack or a big wind up, you see them winding up for something and you see an opening, that is the only time I will allow you to attack first. If I take my, let's say, bat, and I have a really big wind up, I'm way up here, you have a lot more time to run in before I can bring this down. Okay?
Understood.
Good. As for you, my friend, I'll teach you more shit. I'm just going down the line. You, my friend, you have a longer weapon, which is good. It's not too long, but it's not too big, or small, sorry. So, how you're gonna fight with that, you're not gonna go for the stabs. Clearly yours is a chopping weapon. You can add ease if you need to. You don't have to hold out in front of you the whole time. Relax. So, I want you, once again, get in your fighting stance, alright? You won't hurt me. I want to see what you think is best, alright? I'm going to do this to all of you, so sorry, but I want you to throw an attack at me. Swing, poke, I don't care. So, your problem with that, my friend? I'm trying not to hit you too hard, but it's instinct. Your problem with that, my friend, you had a big wind up, alright? Try to minimize your movements. So, if you go from, let me see it real quick. If you go from here to here, sure, it may not be as much damage, but you're still hitting them faster, right? But if you go from here to here to here, see how much time I have to fuck you up?
Yeah.
So if I can attack you, I'm gonna flip it around to the dull side. If I can come from here to here with my wrist, you'll still do damage because no one has fucking military vest or anything high enough grade to stop a sharp weapon. So once again, I want you to try that. Go to the dull side. If you do it correctly, you can fuck me up.
He's switched his to the dull side.
Try that again. Oh shit. I wasn't ready, but that's good. I know you have a chopping weapon, but try not to do the same movements over and over again. It's actually a lot more complex than you think with a weapon like that, even a machete. So if you're just hacking at something, you're very easy to read, alright? So still do stuff. So I'm gonna stand back a little. So if I actually do something to fuck with their head, they're gonna be weirded out because you're using a chopping weapon, right? So let's say I have a really, this is a machete, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I do something like a feint, it's gonna freak them out, right? So if I come here and feint around, it's gonna freak them out and you're gonna hurt them. So, shit, with a machete, you're gonna be a little bit closer, or with your, what's it called? Kukri, I think it's called, yeah.
Kukri, yes.
You're gonna be a little bit closer, so it's still the same. If you come from here, go for here, but don't hit and feint around, of course they're gonna try to block this, right? Especially if they're unexperienced. And a lot of these people are, so they can tell if it's a feint or not if they're unexperienced or if they're experienced, but they won't be able to. So they're gonna come to block here, but you're gonna be over here. This isn't an arm movement. This applies to brass knuckles, knife, kukri, spear. A feint is never an arm movement, it's a wrist movement. Okay? So if I come up here, I'm not gonna come here and then all the way back around. I'm gonna come over here and wrist. So I want you to take your time when you can and practice moving your blade with your wrist. It's gonna make, it's gonna suck for a little while. You're probably gonna be sore because a kukri is kind of heavy.
I'm going to go grab a few of those crawlers. Make them test subjects for us.
Sure. Practice with your wrist, okay? It's gonna hurt for a little while, but practice attacking with your wrist. That goes for all of you, except for you, my friend. You just fucking beat people up. So if you have a knife, once again, it's still a wrist movement. It's never the arm. It's very easy to read from the arm. Too much movement, too much time, alright? So with the wrist, you can go for a stab, a slash, I don't care, okay? With a knife, it's a little bit easier. You can go reverse grip. You can hold it this way, where the blade's pointing down, and you can cut, stab, anything. With that, it's a little different. You can only hold that out in front of you. But as for a spear, and this goes for all of you, I'm not just doing this for each individual person, because soon enough, you'll have the opportunity to pick a weapon or whatever you want, and it'll be different. So take notes from everything I'm teaching you about each different weapon. As for a spear, I'm glad I have this. It's a little long, I can show you. A lot of the time you're gonna be up here, wide, not really super wide, but kind of wider stance, down a little, so you can step into your stabs, okay? If you need to, you can slash as well. You can have it down, and you can slash from side to side at legs, alright? But with a spear, of course, it's a stabbing weapon, so you have a little less of a target, okay? You don't have that much range of motion where you can just swing it around like a sword. So, when you go for a stab, you leave yourself very open. A lot of people do. So you want to minimize that by choking back on your weapon and having a little more range. So you don't have to go here, you can just go here and lean into it. So you keep yourself protected while still doing the damage. So, if you, let's say a person's coming at you with a bat, alright, I'll hold it like a bat, okay? If I'm gonna come at you with a bat, a lot of people are just gonna swing it, okay? But that's a wind-up, and your blade's already out in front of you. So how would you respond to me swinging a weapon at you? I'm gonna just come over like this. There you go. Don't actually fucking stab me. I don't want to die today.
I wouldn't.
So, you saw that. Using his head. People are gonna come at you all scary, big swings because it looks intimidating. But all it takes to kill somebody is a simple poke forward, especially with a spear. So if I'm coming at him like this, all he has to do is lean forward and extend his arms a little bit, and I'm impaled, dead. Okay? So, what we are going to do is I'm going to teach you how to block shit. But I can't teach you how to block something without hitting you, okay? So it's gonna hurt. And I apologize in advance. But I'm not gonna teach you like a pussy, and you're gonna die. So we're gonna go down the line. I'll use different weapons. I'll use my hands if I have to. Big man, come over here. For you, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I won't hit you too hard, okay? So, I'm gonna swing at you, first off. I wanna see how you're gonna block it. I'm gonna do this for everybody, okay? I'm not gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Ready?
Ready?
Good. You read it. The problem with that, though, is it took you too long, and you blocked the wrong way. I want to show you what happens if you block like that again. Put your blade up exactly how that was. When I had it blocked. You want to know what I'm going to do with a weapon like this while you have your arms tilted like that?
What?
It's very easy for me to manipulate my weapon, especially with my experience, but a longer weapon, believe it or not, is a lot easier to manipulate because you have two hands on it. And controlling both of those allows you to do a lot more. So, if I go for a block with something like this, and instead of me just going like this, and I go like that, see how open I am? For you,
Yeah.
act like you just hit my sword. If I blocked like this, what would you do next? What would I do next?
Probably just rush in.
Exactly. See, while all you have to do is move your blade down, and you're open to move freely, I have to come from here all the way back around before I can get in another fighting stance. And I can't move like this, because if I take a step back, that leaves me even more open for you to kick me, throw something at me, throw your weapon at me, and knock me on the floor. Alright?
Alright.
So once again, I'm gonna swing at you, and I want you to block it.
Alright.
Yes! Not bad. Could have been better. See, you moved, once again, too much. Something I want you all to take note on. Less movement, the better. While you had your blade out in front of you, like this, but still, when I came down, you went like that. Still more movement, right?
Yeah.
So once again, I came down, you blocked how? Like that.
Hand.
Right. All you had to do was put it forward. That's all you had to do. And that blocked my downward strike. When it comes to blocking an attack, especially from a longer weapon, you don't want to focus much on blocking and don't worry about the zombie. You'll be okay. You don't want to focus much on blocking and more on dodging. Because if you can dodge, your opponent is open. They miss, so they have nothing to recover off of. Now as for me, I use the training sword so I can use that momentum to my advantage. If I come down and you dodge, well, that's momentum for me to come back around and trip you. Or come back around and attack. But a lot of people don't think like that, alright? So don't worry. Just focus on protecting yourself and your life. So, when it comes to blocking a weapon, I want you to get in your stance. If I came down like this, on the blade, you need to be steady and hard, so...
Good boy.
Keep your arms straight, your back straight, and it may sound counterintuitive, but don't tense your muscles up very much.
You see that the infected over there's both their arms are broken
If
as
I
they're
come
tied to
down,
the fence post. Their lower jaw is
and you
missing. Their
blocked
tongue
just by putting your weapon out,
flapping against the back of
right,
its
and my
throat.
sword hits, what's gonna happen? If you leave it limp, you're most likely gonna bend, your wrist is gonna bend, and my sword is gonna slide straight off. That leaves me at the ground, and you to be able to riposte, okay?
Alright.
So when blocking something, unless it is a overhead strike and you have no choice but to block it, don't tense your muscles up and stand straight. Leave your wrist unlocked, your arms unlocked, because it will allow it to slide off very easily. But if it comes down to, go ahead and get back in. If it comes down something like hand to hand, I know some of you have been through it. If it comes down to hand combat, put your brass knuckles away, I don't want to die today. Comes to hand combat, we're gonna pretend like he has his brass knuckles on.
Now you can't even do
A lot of the
anything to
time
kill
it's the
anybody.
same thing. Don't
you with
attack
his army.
unless you see an opening or you are safe to attack. So if he throws a punch, I'm gonna slip it and I'm gonna go for a rib. Okay? Something like a jab, it's gonna leave his rib open. So you're gonna wanna slip it and go for a rib. Okay? If it's something like, let's say, a hook, and he hooks me, you're gonna keep your arm up and you're gonna hook back. Because this arm is dropped from this attack, you've blocked this and his jaw is open. Okay? Now, I'm gonna teach you how to block and react to different punches, such as a hook, a jab, an uppercut, a body hook, a leg kick, just about everything. So, if he throws a hook, once again, let's say it's from the other side, this is going to be your lead hand, okay? This is your lead hand, this is your off hand. Alright, this is your lead hand, this is your off hand. So, if he runs, or if he throws a hook to my lead hand, which is normally going to be up by my face, you're going to try and block with your elbow. You want to raise your elbow up so it doesn't hit your face. And he hits something real hard, that's going to hurt his fist. Okay? So if I block with my elbow and he hits, let's say, the crease of my arm, I have this, or I can attack a shoulder. Once again, that may sound counterintuitive, but hurting this area will not allow him to swing very well. Okay? So I want you to throw an actual punch at me. I don't care what. Okay. I'm gonna hit you back. So, he threw an uppercut. He was going for my face, I believe, or were you going for my body?
I was going for the gut.
He uppercutted my gut. You see, the problem with that is he did it with his lead hand. You never want to uppercut with your lead hand. Why that is? Can you see why that is? Anyone know? No? Right. You're all open right here. So if he uppercuts, and I take a single step back, he misses, and I lean in for a punch. Okay? Which, on that note, it can also be to your advantage. Hitting with your lead hand is going to be a lot weaker, but it's going to throw your opponent off, okay? So if I go and I throw a lead hook, he's going to block this, but I still have movement to come around and hit him with my offhand. But something like an uppercut, you don't want to throw with your lead hand because it's going to be weak, you're going to leave yourself open, and it's going to fuck you up, okay? Sorry. My voice wasn't working. I want you to throw another punch, punches, kicks, I don't care. Something different so I can show them how to react, alright? I'm gonna hit you back. I didn't hit him back this time because I had no need to. He threw a straight cross from his offhand. What I did was hit his arm backwards, and that caused him to what?
His whole side open.
No. Be off balance.
Oh, that too.
Once I hit that, he threw a straight cross, okay? A lot of the times that's a hip movement, and you're gonna twist your hip into it. If I hit this arm, I'm gonna stumble forward. That allows me to get behind him, and you were right a little bit, and his side will be open, because he's gonna stumble. I'm behind, this is open, okay? Sometimes you don't want to react as soon as the attack is thrown, especially if it is a bigger person. You can sit back in line. So, if I can have big man over there. Come here.
Yes.
Let's pretend I'm small. Actually, I have a better idea. Little lady, will you please come in here? Put your knife in your pocket or something. So, you are a lot smaller than this person, which can be used to your advantage. So if you step up, come on. I want you to get arms up in front of your face. Okay. Feet steady. Good. So if he throws a punch at you, a lot of the times you don't want to block that because it's going to hurt you still, especially how big this person is and how small you are. So I want you to throw a hook from your backhand, okay? So that'll be a left hook, I believe. Yeah. Not you, little lady. You, big guy. A hook. Don't hit her. All right. So from this position, being as small as you are and as big he is, you actually have less movement to dodge this. So you can do one of two things. You can take a step back, or you can duck under it. A lot of times you wanted to dodge under it because that leaves his side open, right? So if he throws this, duck under it, follow through with that. His side's open, and you have clear sight to his kidney. Well, sorry, that's his left side. You have ribs, you have spleen. Spleen's gonna be right here in this area. Hitting that will cause him to fold like a fucking baby, especially if he's big. So he missed this, he's off balance. All you have to do is tap him. It don't take much to hurt somebody. So you tap him in his side, he's gonna go even more off balance and might even stumble. Get back in your stances, reset. Now, it's a little bit different if he throws something like a jab from his lead hand. Because you are, you're gonna be quicker, but a jab is quick. And probably a little too quick for someone like you to dodge, okay? So if he's gonna throw a jab, what you're gonna wanna do is just leave your hands there. It's gonna hurt like a motherfucker. So slowly, don't hurt her. Throw a jab, hit the arms. Once he's hit the arms, he's gonna reset. That gives you the ability, once again, it's gonna hurt, so you might not react fast enough. Scooch over just a little bit, I'm gonna show you how you need to react, okay? Scooch that way a little bit. So if he throws a jab and hits my arms, he's gonna reset. That gives me time to take a step to the side, where he can't hit me again unless he comes with his offhand, and 90% of the time, they are. He's gonna throw a cross straight towards my face, and once he does that, you're gonna dodge under again. Sides open, okay? So in full speed, I'm gonna show you how that'll work, okay? You won't hurt me, big guy. See what I mean? How fluid you can be? Especially if you're small and quick, like someone like you. So you can use his size to your advantage. It's gonna be motion, okay? You want to set him off balance so you have time to attack. So half speed, don't go too fast, but I don't want you to slow motion it, alright? I wanna see if they can do it. Go ahead. Hell yeah. And you have just learned something that is actually going to teach you a lot more about it without me showing you how to do it. This works for a lot of different stuff. Like a hook, it can start the same way. If he starts with a hook, and and I dodge under it, he's once again off balance. That's the kidneys, okay? Or if he throws a jab with his offhand, once again, you're gonna grab it. He's most likely gonna come with this one, but he's not gonna throw a hook with this one. He's probably gonna throw a jab with this one. So what you have to do with that is you're just gonna take a step back. To the side a little, but take a step back, and you're gonna push his hand. You don't wanna just tap it, you wanna push it. It will cause him off balance, that leaves his face or his kidneys open. You're probably not gonna do a lot of damage to someone super big, but over time, hitting weak spots like the chin or the kidneys will eventually put him down. Get back in line. So, now it's a little bit different if it's a bigger person. Come here. So let's say it's you. You're pretty big, you're not too small. Against another big guy. You're not gonna be super fast. I mean, it's kind of a given, you're big, that's a lot of movement, okay? But you have a lot of power 90% of the time. So if he's throwing attacks at you, let's say he's consecutive with it. He's just throwing hook, jab, uppercut, just combo after combo, okay? What you have to do in this situation, you're not going to be super quick, so it's going to be harder for you to slip and actually get away from these attacks. So use that to your advantage. A lot of the times people, especially in this time, get over aggressive, especially if they feel like they're on even ground, all right? So he's probably going to come in and just start throwing attacks, no matter what it is. It can be a hook, jab, he's just throwing attacks. You're going to want to alternate between a block and a slip. Okay, so if he's throwing, come here. Let's say he throw a jab, cross, hook, uppercut. Fuck it, all right? So if he throws a jab, slip. Okay, so slower, if you see, you want to alternate. So he's going to throw the jab. I'm a block, slip, and he's going to come in with the uppercut, and I'm going to block again. Now, blocking an uppercut is a little different, all right? Because a lot of the times, it's going to either connect with your stomach or your chin. You can't really tell when it's coming because it's coming so quick. Uppercuts, they're big movement, but when they actually come at you, it's hard to read. So, when you're blocking an uppercut, I don't want you to just go like this and block your chin. Crunch in a little. That's going to stop him from hitting your stomach and your chin. So half speed, don't go too fast. Throw that at him. What I want you to do is alternate between blocking, slipping, and blocking again. Now with bigger opponents, good. With bigger opponents, that means, once again, they have a lot to move around, and they don't have as much endurance as someone like you. So if you can tire him out, because in all honesty, blocking and slipping attacks is a lot less energy consumption than actually throwing said attacks, because believe it or not, when you hit somebody and connect, it takes a lot of energy out of you. It's a lot harder, it's a lot more movement. You get really tired really quick, all right? Get back in line. So you want to wait to tire him out, okay? Someone like you, though, you're a little bit more medium sized. You're not too big, you're not too small. So you have the best of both worlds. Let's say you're going against someone smaller, okay?
Alright.
So I want both of you, come here. Put your spear down. I don't want you stabbing anybody yet. Alright. So,
You want somebody to stab?
a lot of the
There's one right
times, it's going to be, I guess you can say equal. You're going to have a little bit more strength, but they're going to have a little bit more speed, but it's not going to be too much of a difference, all right? So, it's going to be a little bit different. It's actually, it's hard to tell the difference until you actually fight with it. But two people like your sizes, you know, usually smaller or bigger, it's a lot easier to tell. But if you're around the same size, it's not just one or the other. It's not going to be blocking and slipping or reacting to attacks. It's going to be both. So it's a little bit harder, all right? So if, let's say they're the aggressor in this, okay? They're smaller, they're quicker, so they're going to be coming at you from all different directions most of the time. Most of the time, they're going to try and take attacks that are all around your body. So they're going to go for leg kicks because they can react fast enough to get out of it, or they'll go for hooks, they'll go for body a lot of the time because they're shorter. A lot of the time they're going to be shorter, all right? So if they're coming at you smaller and they're going all around your body, you want to do both, block and react. They're smaller, so they're not going to have as much power, so it's going to be easier to block, okay? It's not going to hurt as much, because believe it or not, blocking a punch still hurts like a bitch, okay? So, I haven't actually let you learn how to block and slip attacks. So, when you are blocking and slipping attacks, you're not so much focused on where the next attack is coming from, you're focused on where you're positioned, okay? So as I said before, distance is a very big thing in fighting. So if you are too close, they're going to have the advantage. If you're too far, no one's going to have the advantage, right? You're fighting hand to hand, it's a lot easier to just fucking run away at that point. So you want to keep a good middle point. See, you're going to have more reach because you're taller, but all it takes for them is to get right under your arm, and you're fucked, okay? So for people like your size, going against someone the same size, I would say, you want to grapple. That's a whole different world, okay? But grappling isn't so complex. Now, if you go into like submissions, like breaking someone's arm or choking them out, it's a little bit different. But if you just want to bring him to the ground, all it takes is a simple push or a kick to the leg, and you can knock somebody over. It's really easy, especially if their stance is off, and a lot of time with these people it will be. So, you two, if you were, let's say you're fighting to the fucking death, okay? You're gonna want to try to bring them to the ground, because the sooner you can do that, the sooner you win that fight. You can get them to the ground, get on top and ground and pound, or you can choke them out, whichever. I don't really care, okay? But for people like your size, you want to grapple. You're the perfect height and weight to grapple, even for bigger people. It's gonna be harder, but if you can get them on the ground, you're most likely gonna win, because you have the strength to keep them there, but you're small enough to slip out of things they're going to throw at you and try to grab you with, okay? Smaller people, if you can get somebody on the ground, 90% of the time, you want to get the fuck up as soon as you can. You're just going to get ragdolled. Especially if you're lighter. So when it comes to hand-to-hand combat, it's going to be more over, I wouldn't say reacting, but tiring your opponent out. Attacking someone, you're going to always want to react. No matter what you're fighting with, you want to react, unless it's a fucking gun. And then you just, I don't know, hope, I guess. But melee, 90% of the time, you want to either react or tire your opponent out. If you can do both, good on you. You'll probably win 90% of the time. But when it comes to hand-to-hand, you two, you clearly have the advantage because you're bigger. But tides can change, considering on what they do. You should never underestimate the person you are fighting against. So what I want you two to do is half speed, don't hurt each other. Okay? But I want you to spar, we'll call it, and see who gets tired first. This is going to be a learning experience. Okay? See who gets tired first. So spar at half speed, do what you want. Just don't hurt each other, alright? When I say go, you can go, okay?
Right.
Everybody ready?
Yep.
Take what I have taught you and use it. Go.
Its jaw's broken. So.
You know the gut.
not bad. Put your arms up. Wait, I forgot about your condition. You're fine. Not bad. Rolling. Continue fighting.
Oh, okay. I heard rolling, so I stopped.
I am rolling, but you continue. So over the span of this sparring, I rolled for the both of you. Cross pit, you will start to get tired sooner. And once this happens, you will start to see openings in his punches and kicks, and you will start to see that, and you will start to react to them. Okay? Continue.
Okay.
God damn. Alright. Calm down. Get you some water, friend. Just sips. Don't drink too fast. You'll fucking throw up everywhere. So, do you notice what happened there? Why you started losing?
I was moving more.
Right.
I realized.
You were overextending through your punches.
Also, for the purpose of the exercise, I felt like doing a grapple off the bat would have been in bad taste.
Yeah, of course.
It's not really experienced if I just immediately went down.
I'll teach you how to grapple another time. It's gonna be fun. So,
I could fight.
So, what you noticed through that, and it was actually good. What you noticed through that is when you started getting tired, you started overextending, and they found openings. They didn't even have to dodge some of your punches, you just completely missed. So when you start getting tired in a fight, it's always best for you to throw less attacks. He didn't do that. Okay?
Okay.
So go over there and take a break. Hey,
Here's
who
your
told
water.
you can get out of line? Hey, big guy, come over here real quick. We're gonna have some fun.
Here's your water back.
Go ahead and get back in line. Thank you. So, what I'm about to do is I'm gonna spar with the big guy right here. And instead of me picking apart what we did wrong, I want y'all to try to recognize what happens in this fight and what goes wrong in this fight. Alright? I'm gonna throw a couple of wrong things in there and probably intentionally get myself hit, which is probably a bad idea. But I want y'all to try to pick apart and see what we did wrong, okay? So really pay attention to this. I'm gonna use this to teach you in the future. Alright, big guy. Don't try to kill me, but you can go full speed. I ain't too bad.
If you say so.
Hold on.
Probably check my leg here so it doesn't, quotation mark, fall off on me.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Oh god, I broke my body in the progress of doing that.
That was an interesting pre-workout stretch.
I don't know about this one.
Isn't that capoeira or whatever they call it? It's all those weird movements.
Yeah, something like that. Alright. So once again, try and pick apart what we do wrong. Okay? Ready? supposed to go that low.
Well, when you've been here long enough, you tend to learn a few tricks. Trying to not backstab you with this thing, because I know how to use it.
Oh, I haven't showed you some
Speaking
things
of-
either.
Just in
Be
case
smart,
I don't.
kill me. Ready? That hurt. Alright, you have tricks. So do I.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna go under and trip you. So, one thing I want y'all to remember
Not either.
is this is a street fight. We don't fight fairly.
I guess
He's
I
gonna
can
grab a
shock
thing
you much.
on the front of your chest plate. He's grabbing that hook on the front of your chest plate and pulling me. He's still holding it.
That happened one day.
You are one scary motherfucker.
Well, you know how to use your armor. Use it against your advantage. You tend to. Taking the hit and trying to grab your leg in the process.
He's gonna grab the back of you.
Going under.
Test the strength. I'll roll. Shit. I'm going down.
It's going on your leg, trip you up. While holding.
Motherfucker. Alright. One last time.
One thing I find that people never pay attention to is their feet.
Stop calling out shit. We want them to know. It's a learning experience. I'm not just kicking your ass for the fun of it.
Oh, I think you lost that last round, though.
So, I mean, not a perfect subject right there.
I was gonna say.
It doesn't have arms.
That's true, I got I got arrogant.
How about this one? So how fast do you want to hit the floor?
Pretty fast, I suppose.
Alright. I want to show him what happens when they... You wait for your throw and attack. He's gonna slip and deaden the kidney. That's what happens with a well-placed kidney shot.
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
See how many times I punched him in the face and he kept standing? And then I punched him in the kidney and he dropped like a baby?
Indeed.
So,
It's like a bitch.
get some water, friend. You'll be alright. You fucked me up too, don't worry. What did I do wrong there? What were the things I did wrong? I will give you a hint. I did 4 things wrong.
I think I caught
Did
one.
see one of the moments where, yeah, I caught one as well, where you kind of dodged too early, without realizing where he's gonna strike.
Good. You?
Well, get in a position. That's the best way I could describe it. Instead of, like, dodging under the arm and this way where you get their side, you dodge this way and end up being right in front of their fist coming at you. That was the one I saw.
Did you see anything?
Every now and again you weren't aware of where his other hand was.
Oh, also one more.
Tunnel visioning.
You headbutted a person wearing a helmet. That was dumb.
That was one.
Yeah.
But that wasn't a big one. That was just me being stupid. The last big one, did anybody recognize it? I'll tell you, it was a dodge that I did.
I don't know if this is correct, but I thought I saw you like dodge when they're trying to do an uppercut. I don't know if that was correct. Nope.
No.
Okay.
I dodged that correctly. What it was is he threw a really big hook. And once again, instead of me going under it, I went back. Now, sometimes that isn't bad, but how I went back knocked me off balance. And guess what he did? He reacted. And he hit me in my side. And that shit hurt. I went off balance, flat-footed, not a foot in front of me, off balance, flat-footed, and went like that. Okay? So you recognized it, which I'm surprised. But throughout that whole fight, I was doing one thing, one prominent thing, and I don't think any of you recognized. The whole fight, I was doing it. Any of you recognize it?
Specifically aiming for his vital parts?
Nope, I was doing that correctly. Did wrong. One thing I did wrong throughout that whole fight. I think he recognized it.
Or let them figure it out.
Being too aggressive?
Nope.
Your stance?
What he said earlier about your feet?
Stance. Instead of me being like this, I was like this. My whole side was open. Throughout that whole fight, I dropped my stance and swung my arm, which isn't necessarily a wrong stance, because some people do fight like that. It leaves them a lot of movement for their jabs. But when it comes to fighting someone who is unexperienced, this isn't smart, because you don't know how to react like this. Only reason it looked like I was doing it correctly is because I know how people fight like this. I've seen it multiple times. But you don't know how to fight and dodge well enough to leave your whole side open. That's why you didn't recognize it, because it looked like a normal fighting stance. So, as for today, we're gonna end it, but what I want you to do on your own time is one, practice how to block shit, how to dodge shit, and how to throw a proper punch. The last thing I will teach you is that throwing a proper punch is always with your hips, okay? A jab, hip. Cross, hip, hook, same thing. Uppercut, same thing, okay? When you're throwing a punch, you're always going to move with your hips. That even goes with a weapon, okay? So practice how to throw a proper punch. You can go about your day. I have to go check the maps because I do believe we have something I will need y'all to go grab.
Alright.
Being as Isaac is grieving and the doctor's dead, I got a few things we can take care of to get us some more supplies maybe, alright?
Alright.
Understood.
Alright. Set up
I also
security.
made up a plan in case Big Clover gets around on the map.
Come with me then. Can you grab my bag? You'd be doing me a huge favor, I forgot it. Thank you. Alright, be expecting to leave in about 10-15 minutes. So, drink you some water,
Also, go ahead
rest.
and train with the zombie out there. You don't want them being there forever, so try to practice with them and then end its sorry existence, please.
No, maybe it is best for you to get a little practice in Now your turn.
I'll let them practice with the zombie if they want. Oh, there's no point in me just stabbing it with a spear.
Dodge it or like have to take the punch. Yeah,
Oh, hi.
Trying to get used to hand to hand as well, so you know how to kill zombies.
Hope you're having a good night.
One thing you need to understand, Abby, is that you should always know that aim the zombie right at the head. Simple. You're not really doing anything. You see that there's dirt in its mouth. There is dirt in its mouth, right?
And if you weren't here for it, the zombie doesn't have arms or a bottom jaw and it's tied to the post.
So yeah, basically what you need to understand is that you aim for the head. That's their main weakness. Or you could chop their neck and break it, chop it off. Obviously they'll still be alive. Because the only way to kill a dead is painless. You could try to maybe not stab it or do it more fancy. Take a stab right at the gut. Still living. Of course, again, these dead don't feel any pain. You could stab it as many times as you want, or even you could take fly by the shoulder. You just stab right at the shoulder. Nothing. It don't matter to them. That's why always aim for the head or anywhere around this area. It could be even right between the eyes or right at the eye, because the eye is connected to the brain. Or you like stab underneath, side, top, slash. Like I said, as long as that's the head, they'll die instantly.
Right.
Of course.
Yeah, I was talking to you.
Ways to disable a Zed is yes, you can break its arms, break its legs.
Are they trying to scare the shit out of me again?
Or it disables them completely. But they're still going to try to attempt to fight. That's why it's always important to remember. Sometimes there are times where you need to control your fear. Otherwise, if you're afraid too much, you won't be able to survive.
Right.
Remember, as Neo showed you both showed, maybe if there's a Zed that you
Hi, Dudley. I'm sorry you couldn't scare me that time.
with, or you're close to, then no, you're there. It's not them anymore. Don't let that emotion of what these things from once were. For example, who knows who this bastard was when he was still alive? Who knows? Just because you saw his house that looked like he was some kind of repairman or a mechanic.
That'd be my guess, yeah.
But remember, he's no longer the person he once was. Just a mindless creature.
Just don't forget to put it out of its misery when you're done.
Hmm?
So don't forget to put it out of its misery when you're done.
Yes. That is important. Although, we can't really exactly blame the people who get turned into Zeds. It just happened. And the only best way is, yes, let them, put, like you said, put them out of their misery and let their, well, whatever, if anyone ever believes it anyway, let them be with their god or something. Some bullshit. Not that we ever believe in some stuff like that.
To me, I just feel like they're on autopilot and they're not actually in there anymore. It's like that one ant that gets controlled.
Yeah. Maybe
It's like some kind of fungus that controls it, but yeah. It's really weird.
Yeah. I don't think it was even human. I think it was. I don't think it. Maybe it was, and maybe they just evolved over time.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's one thing I've been meaning. I remember seeing though. I call her Abinai's father used to collect, like guns and other weapons because he was an addict when it came to that. There's one thing I wish I would have had. I wish I would have had his katana. He did kept a katana around every now and then.
That would have been nice.
It was more. To be honest, if I could, if I would have known better, I would have gone back and grabbed it. Because, to be honest, it was a very nice one.
Well, assuming the house hasn't been looted since I was last there, it might still be there.
That is if the neighborhood is not infested with Zeds. Most
Are you guys done training?
Bombas. Yeah, we're done for now.
I'll finish it.
Hold on. Did you mean finished his ed right there?
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna show Abby. Sorry, I didn't know what.
That's fine. Finish it when you're done.
No, like I said before, Abby.
I'll join you.
Aim for the head. Right there. You could jab it, stab it, or slash it. Remember, it may have been once human, but it's not.
And don't forget,
put them out of their misery.
If it's hard to get through the skull, you could go through like the temple, or up under the chin, if you have a long enough blade.
Right.
Good. And now, it's basically out of its misery. Help me untie this and we'll throw it in the lake.
Alright.
Starts untying. Rope is loose and there goes start carrying you towards the lake. Come on. Throws you in the lake. Well, whoever he was, may he be at peace.
Mm-hmm.
One down, lot of billion left to go.
To be fair, I wouldn't mind go scavenging a little bit. But
Well, from what I hear, we're gonna have a mission.
yeah. That is if some change of plans have occurred. It is quiet, I must admit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after everything that happened, I would hate for shit to be going on right now.
I mean, I don't blame Isaac or anyone who mourns the death of, the doc. Hey, Brick. Yeah. Let's just hope that maybe one day, I know it sounds stupid and I think we're way past then, but let's hope one day we'll all be free from this nightmare.
I think the day we're free from this nightmare is the day that we die.
Yeah.
I just hope we get a decent amount of days where we get to be in peace.
I don't think we're gonna be at peace now that with black clovers.
I meant after our move.
Yeah.
Men with guns feel like they have power. They have the power.
Yep.
There's nothing we can do against them.
True. Although we have to look out for each other and help, and like Isaac says, have to now have our backs. Of course, the only thing that concerns me is the safety of my only sister. She is the only family member I have left. You could kind of say that me and her are the last people of the Belmont family. Unless we don't know if any of our other family members are alive.
Well, at least you guys have each other. Times like this, that's rare. Cherish it while you have it.
Aye.
Yep.
Oh my god, did I see a boot? Oh my god.
Yeah, sometimes the gods offer us their shoes.
Aye. To be fair, that's kind of what they did to us, not that any of us believe in that bullshit. They kind of just threw dirt at us and let us suffer. Because I think they know we deserve it. You really do need to start learning more. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, you'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can learn from
Alright, people, gather around. Gather around.
Yeah.
So, I've looked. I think our best course of action will be that abandoned mall I saw not too long ago. There's an old mall about, I'd say a mile, maybe two, really not too far from here. It's more into town. If any, at tops, it's about 6-7 miles. It's more into the big town. That's not too far from here, alright? It's just an old abandoned mall. But from what I know, it's been untouched. It didn't look like there was a hive there or anything, so you might be able to find some stuff. Now, mind you, it's a mall, So you can either get food and get lucky, or you can get nothing. Just like clothes and shit, which I mean, I guess it can help bandages. But whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and head out. I have a map I'm gonna go grab and give you.
Should, do we have any
Be
big
all
duffel
of it.
bags that each of us can carry? So we can bring more
Sure.
back? Or
We
big
won't have
backpacks?
multiples, but we should have at least one. Let me check the truck.
Well, all of us are going? Or are we going in a different...
Yeah, all of you are going. Need to work together. You want to go with them, or you want to stay here with me?
Stay here. Best to keep security here while they're gone.
No, that works. It's the only bag we got. Don't lose it. Alright. As always, be careful out there. On your fucking toes, alright? I'm gonna go grab this map and you can be on
Because
your way. Try to
there's...
get there and back as soon as possible.
Because there's 4 of us going, should we take some medical supplies? Just in case something happens.
I'll ask Isaac to bring a bandage or 2 for you.
I currently have 1 on me.
Since Abby is going to be the only medical I'm coming
I'll see
with.
what I can do.
I guess
can't
Jack
promise
must have
anything.
retired. Guess Jackie must have retired for the night or day or whatever. I don't even know.
Yeah. If we're going to a mall, there's going to be a lot of places to check.
I think the best course of action is just to stay together. There's no point of splitting up at all.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the only way to get ourselves killed. So many corners and things that
And remember,
those things can be in.
Sorry. And remember, I think we already know, if we see one of those ints or imps or whatever the fuck, I don't know, I just call it a creature. The creature. That's just how I call it. Ints. Ents. Okay.
ENTS.
If we ever see an ent, we all know the drill. Hide and get the fuck out of there.
Or pretty much anything that's not the normal one. We should be careful.
Yeah, bombas or crawlers. Do not engage. Unless we have obviously never go near a bomba. Because we all know what those fucking things could do.
Yeah, I know firsthand. That sucked.
Alright, so this is all we've got. Here's your map. I have drawn out, there is tunnels in here. According to him, I don't know exactly where, how far they go, so try to stay away from them.
Yeah,
there's your map, and you have 2 bandages, correct? One of you do? Or 3?
I have 1.
I got 2. I got 2.
Okay. I have 2 more. This is all you get. Use it wisely.
Here,
Alright.
go into these.
Be safe. Head out. Get there and back as soon as possible.
No pit stops. No distractions. In and out.
Alright.
I'll be that.
Starts getting hairy, we pull out immediately, alright?
Yeah.
And also, if we see people that aren't dead, we should immediately back out.
Close the door once she has sit out.
It's gonna be a long walk. Said 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Cut
I
the
don't
chatter
see
in
any-
case that thing is moving. Go behind the building.
Big dude was able to find a zombie
That's ration time. Everyone be on your guard.
And behind the house as usual. Stay close.
As the sun starts to kind of go down, you can hear rustling of bushes in the maze. If you're gonna go without any distractions, you need to go now.
Alright, we need to go. Come on. Double time.
Go, go, go.
Stay close behind. We're way too far from Brick. We need to slow down.
Oh. You alright?
Here we go. Let's go. Stay behind. I got a weapon. Chill.
I want to. It's a small one-handed mace. Improvised. It all works.
Alright. Let's go.
One-handed mace.
I go. Fuck, 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 fuck. Okay. We need to go. We need to go. Turn right. Right.
Come on.
Where's Brick?
He's coming.
This way.
I think it might be best to go back a little. Being out here is in the open.
Wait, what?
You hear an ant rattling around, walking around.
From the maze
The door's
or
right
a
there.
different
He'll
direction?
probably see you as you go in. Now, as you
Get
say,
down.
you should hide.
Let's go.
Okay.
You all walk through the gate, you can respawn.
Before people go off on a mission, just the thing to say, just so people, this is from me, not.
I'm dying.
Oh, fuck.
This is the thing for me. I'm probably gonna hop off for the night and continue to go vibe and celebrate my birthday. If you guys have fun with your mission, if you have any questions,
Happy
I'll be inside
birthday.
gaming, so pop up there if you need me. So if you thank you.
Happy birthday.
So if you guys have any questions, pop up the gaming one and I'll answer it for you.
Yeah, dude.
You got that?
Happy birthday, man. It's been a long few years.
Happy birthday.
Oh,
Good to
God,
have you
how
around.
long has it been, Cade? Like fucking 4 or 5 years now?
3.5 years.
Jesus. Alright, well, you grab this, right? In case anyone needs this. Sounds good. Alright.
Have fun. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Jasmine's gonna drop the map, and you're gonna go in. So before you go in, I want you to know something. Reminder, your actions have consequences. So if you do something stupid, be prepared for those consequences. Secondly, once you get into map, as soon as you load in, I want you in character, okay? Just stay there, be in character, I'll narrate for you, and then you can go on your way, okay?
Then I need a minute before we... Oh,
I'm a style on you guys.
I need
Go
to
ahead.
use
What's
the
up?
bathroom and stuff really quick.
Do so while you're loading.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Mm.
Cade, I got a goddamn good.
Fuck, I can't even do it while I'm loading. Because it auto joins.
Okay, you've got a guy using the bathroom, I believe, so.
Okay.
No, because you said we auto our in character when we came in, so I didn't go.
No, you're fine. Go ahead and use the bathroom. I'm not
You
gonna
sure?
stop you from using the bathroom.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll be
Do
back.
your thing. We'll give it a little rest. You guys can drink some water. Do what you need to do. I'm gonna cool down.
It
It's
is-
hot.
Also, very quickly, Desmond, that was my bad. I didn't really that part.
No,
That was
It's
me.
fine. I was like, I was wondering what Kane and Dudley were talking about, and I was all the way back there. I gave you like a few zombies and thought you'd be fine, and I was like, oh shit, I have to distract them. Oh fuck, oh shit, fucking ran.
To be honest, no, it's because I saw that ant running with, and then I was like, oh shit, we gotta go. Yep, we gotta go. Because I just not, I was.
You know the crazy thing? This is one of the guys that was in Waypoint the other night. And he's the one who did the fucking... Yeah. It was the guy, the really big guy.
Models.
Yeah, it was the really big guy.
Oh, you're
it
talking,
was,
you're talking about Solar?
I think it was like Solar, yeah.
Yeah, it was Solar. He's doing this little Duckman thing on Waypoint, and he's trying to cause a little chaos right now in it.
Dude, it's fucking crazy. Dude really hit the fucking gentle fist on him. Like the
He
fucking...
did.
Like the
Oh my
fuck?
God.
I was one of the ninjas.
Fuck.
I don't know if you saw me. I was one of the ninjas with Andre and Bears.
I don't think I did see you. I don't think so.
I don't know if you want to be shooting that in the mall that has Echo in
No.
place.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You guys are gonna
Oh, yeah,
hate what's
totally.
downstairs, though.
Oh fuck! What are you planning this time?
Don't worry about it. Just get ready. Just get ready and do your thing, guys.
I think. Okay, I guess Thanatos must have left, and I don't know where Unique is.
Everything will be just fine.
Wait, did Unique even go through the portal? Anybody see Unique?
Unique joined instance and then they died.
Oh.
Wait, did
They
it?
joined and died.
Oh, she says she's still loading. She
Huh.
says she's still loading. So we can wait a little bit more.
Yeah, that's fine. I just got back anyway.
Yeah,
Oh, she's
just a fair
gonna
warning.
restart.
After this
restart.
mission won't be super long, number one. Number two, after this mission, I also have to dip because I have some stuff to take care of.
Same.
So you can either, one, go back into map and continue your RP, do what you want, have some fun, or you can end it there. It's
Alright.
completely up to you. Just know that there will be no DMs on map, so you won't do any story-changing shit, and you won't do anything crazy, okay? You'll just interact with each other, right? That's if you decide to go back. I don't mind personally, and considering I'm the only DM here right now, you can do it, okay?
Alright.
I'm more of an assistant DM, but even then I won't be here, so.
That and Dudley's in my chat anyway, and he said if I had any questions to pop into there.
did
So.
talk to Tropical
Yeah, his
before, 'cause
cords
I'm actually
shot.
getting. Yeah, I talked to Tropical the other day, and because I'm getting my an actual avatar commission for Leo, I told him that there's gonna be a new. Just the only thing new about it is that there's gonna be an extra weapon, which is a katana. Which, however, it really just, and he told me that maybe there might be a mission for that, or you might find one, or it just has to be something to be talked about.
Okay. Yeah, we'll
So
talk about it.
I just want, yeah. But it's being commissioned, but I'll show you
What's
when
your
it's
character?
done. Leo Belmont.
Well, yeah, I know that much. Like, what does he do?
He's a bartender, but before the apocalypse, but during, his occupation is security and bartender.
Good to know. So no experience. More people I get to teach.
Hey, look, it's a wraith.
The fuck is that?
Why is the wraith here?
It's a wraith with a gas mask.
Fucking Bing Bong Boy. Oh no.
I will show you, Jesus.
I swear to God, if I hear the bell, I'm gonna freak out.
Hey, Kate, even though I'm still streaming, one of my people in my
imperceptive.
unique wants to know. She's asked if she said, "Could you ask Kate if I could find an old rusty knife in the mall?" She wants to know about that.
She'll find what I tell her she finds. She'll find what I give them. I'm not saying they won't get a weapon, but I'm not saying they are. It's going to be dependent on roles, okay? I can't just give out weapons.
Yeah.
Just so you know,
She's here.
Rick does have a weapon. He basically snapped off half of a sledgehammer and then reinforced it himself, so he has a reinforced half sledgehammer that he can use one-handed. That's his blunt weapon.
Oh, God. Okay. All right, now that everyone's here, get your rust-looking ass into an invisible model. And shut up. Yep. Get in front of me, good gentlemen. This is time for your... Alright, so, more serious business. You would have traveled maybe an hour, maybe two, really wasn't that far. You would have actually took a path that you didn't even know was there. You went through some woods and just saw a fucking town. There really wasn't much there, except the only thing that you really saw there that was meaning was this mall. Like, all the buildings and shit have just been destroyed. Like, it doesn't look like anyone's been around here. And the way you took to get in here was actually kind of dangerous. There was rubble all around you. You crawled under some rubble. Like, it was hard to get in here. That's probably why it was so untouched. But once you walked in, you noticed instantly, now there's something here. You don't know if it's living or dead. But you know to be on your toes. Whatever you can find and bring back, hopefully, it will better you. Your cards are up.
Our priority is food and water.
Alright.
Anything to drink that's...
Alright. Food and water is what we're looking for. But remember, we don't know what the fuck is in here. Stay close and stay quiet.
Should we do this floor first,
Melee
then go
on.
down? Should we go around this floor first and then go down?
I think that might be a good idea. Considering that there might be some stuff up here first, but yeah, we'll go make our way down. So let's go.
See cafe over to our left.
Yeah, we can do that first.
You feel odd. It's very silent. There's some places you could look. Maybe boxes, old crates, old barrels. Oh, maybe even a shopping cart.
Check those barrels, check bags, whatever you see on the ground. Anything could be useful.
If you go to open the barrel, you hear it rusted a little. It's probably super old, but you open it and it's rolling. As you open it, you can't really see anything in it, so you lift the top a little more. And with a natural one, a hand grabs you and starts to pull and try to bite. What is your reaction?
I'm gonna pull it up, just so I can see what it is, if I can.
It's a zombie.
Well, first thing, I guess I'll swing it out with my mace. I'll swing in the arm.
As you swing at it, you you'll hit it because it's off. It's crumpled in a barrel, and you actually, when you pull up, the arm just kind of comes off. See, it's in pieces almost.
Right, Brick?
Did you look through some boxes, Rolling?
Yeah.
You don't really seem to find much, just some old advertisements, more like posters and shit for a store.
Fuck.
Guessing you're looking at this bag right here. You open the bag and find an old jacket. It's not tattered or destroyed, it's actually in good condition. Something you can use for bandages or to keep yourself warm.
I will
Again,
take
through
the
this bag
jacket.
right here.
Throw it
You
over
don't
my
really find
shoulder.
much in there. And here you found what seems to be an old handbag. Maybe use the strap. You pull out the locker, Rolling. It's kind of stuck, but you might be able to get it open.
Got a hand strap. That'd be useful to stop bleeding.
I'm gonna tap the side and see if I can hear anything on it.
I found a jacket.
That could be
You
useful.
tap and you hear something fell. Something kind of heavy.
I'm gonna give it the old college try, but I'm gonna try not to get too low.
You pull and not too low. Yep. Opens. It's kind of dark. It's hard to see, so you feel
This way,
around a
Ellie.
little bit, and you find
Hey, help me with these doors.
Yeah.
Just so they don't
an
drop.
old radio. It's
Go
actually
down
in
to
good
the bottom.
condition.
Alright.
And it's working.
Alright.
Like actually working.
He's
Let's try
holding-
this one. He'll lower it after it's checked.
Yes.
Go to the next one.
He's gently lowers it
Right
down.
now it's just an old music radio.
Raise up that one.
Something else.
Shit.
You see
Get down.
this
What?
Sorry.
as you kneel down. You see this locker here, as it's fallen over, is actually in very bad condition. Anything inside would have been destroyed.
That's
Roll
so
a
much for
move,
that one.
Cyber. As you look again and try to see if you saw anything, need to make sure. It's too dark. It could have just been a trick of the light flashing behind you. You don't know.
Sorry. I thought I saw something. But
You look into one of the shopping carts or the bag.
sorry.
You find some old cloth. It looks like a ripped shirt.
Stuff for bandages.
I'm sorry.
Actually, that might be a good thing.
You peer over into the shopping cart, and you see what looks to be a box. As you open it, it's an old shoebox. And inside are some okay conditioned shoes. You might be able to wear them. Could be your size, you're not sure yet, but they're definitely females.
Are they laced shoes?
Yes.
I'd like
Can't
to
see
see
anything
the
in this dark.
shoelaces themselves.
It's completely up to your discretion. As you continue looking around this area, everything you seem to look at seems destroyed or broken. Anything in this area, you've probably looted it all.
Not seeing anything. This way. Wow.
Don't happen to have a light, do you?
Really?
You don't happen to have a light, do you?
Sadly, no. That's the thing.
Fuck.
Look, we just gotta make the light what we have to our advantage. That's the only best bet. I don't be careful. further down without light, so...
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a restaurant over here. They may have canned stuff, but again, we can't.
Wait, who is that?
That's a person. Or is it a zombie?
People. Get in the corner. Hide. Back here.
This way, this way, this way. This way, moving. Shadows.
I see you over there. Don't think I'm blind. I saw all four of you.
Who are you?
Who are you? You're in our area.
We're just people looking for food, water. We don't want any trouble.
You can put your weapon away, he'll put his weapon away, and we can talk.
Look at me.
Alright, I'll put
Give
my
me
weapon
everything you
down.
got. Drop it.
See, that isn't gonna happen.
Back from behind. Alright, here's how this is going to go. You are going to give every single bit of your supplies. You're going to leave. Drop it. Or he loses a head.
We don't really have much or anything. That's why we're here.
Lies.
We just got here.
Lies.
Do you
That's a
want
duffel
one
bag
rip?
you have. That's a knife you have on your side. Or just dropped. You've got a few bags. I want everything.
Alright, alright. Alright, alright. He puts the bag down. Alright, alright.
Here, so you're gonna do this. You're gonna push you forward. You're gonna drop all your supplies, or we will slaughter you.
Bash your fucking heads in.
Go ahead.
DM?
Mm-hmm.
Little do they know that, Leo actually has a knife still on him, and he's gonna attempt to throw at that one right there.
Rolling. As you throw the knife, it hits him, but not with the blade end.
And I'm gonna go across with the bag to hit him in the face and then come with the knife. Come on.
Dead.
Pulls out spear. From behind. Grab. Grab. So this is how this is gonna go now. Tell your buddy to stop now.
He's elbowing you in your side.
He's gonna grab your arm.
Elbowing you with the other arm.
Hitting you in the gut with
Across
his
the
knife.
throat. Slightly. It's not killing him just enough to where he knows if I move anymore,
Rolling.
his throat's gonna get slit.
Test of strength. As you grab him and start to slowly choke, something happens. He gets hit in the stomach by a mace, but his elbow comes around and hits you dead in your side, making you release your grip.
Spear.
He's going for a stab. Listen.
As you stab, he is too.
See to him.
Leo, are you
Quick.
okay?
There's a knife, old kitchen knife, stuck right in your stomach.
Fucking A.
Don't pull it out. Don't pull it out. It might be preventing bleeding.
Desperate idiots.
Rolling CrossFit. Has this character ever killed a human before?
No.
Okay.
Worst he ever
you
did was
pull your
someone
spear
got caught in a bear trap that he set, and he wasn't able to walk again.
As you pull your spear out of this person, you hear a meaty. As you can see, organs and blood come out with it. As the blood drips down the spear, with a 5, you start to panic. You've never took a life before, and this is a different feeling. Your breathing gets heavy, your heart rate rises. You start to panic. For your injury. With a 19, you got lucky and it didn't hit anything vital, but the knife is still stuck, though it's not very deep. Not as deep as you thought it was. The clothes stopped most of it.
It hasn't hit anything vital. It's not too deep. Clothes stop most of it.
Isn't that a bitch? Just need like bandages or something to stop it. Something to stop the bleeding. Does that guy have anything important on him?
I don't know.
Check the body in. Let's search the
Check and
body.
see if he has any socks on him.
As you check the body, your hands start to get coated in blood, but haven't been through something like this before, but you can keep your stuff. And start searching someone you just hope to kill. Other than the knife that is stuck in your friend's gut, he didn't have anything of importance. He had no socks on it. He didn't have anything that could help you in this situation other than that knife.
Fuck.
Check the other body.
Hey. Calm down, it's me.
You just see that he's shaking.
Just gonna grab your shoulder. Come here. Come here. It's eventually going to happen. People desperate enough to try to rob us, try to kill us for what we have. You know the world we're living in now.
Yeah, but what happens when another group that they're involved with comes back, sees this, and then comes after us as well? Then we'll have 2 groups on us, then we're all fucked. Even more than we already are. We're so fucked.
When that happens, we'll deal with it then. We can't do anything about it now. They forced our hand, they attacked us. Let's just
You
keep
okay?
going. Find what we can find. He's still standing, so that's a good thing.
As
So
you
it's going to happen
continue to
eventually.
stand here, you hear what sounds like metal bending. Something big is around. If you're going to continue searching, you need to do it now.
Fuck.
You guys start heading down.
What?
Get him, snap him out of it.
Come on, let's go. Come on.
Oh, fuck.
As As you step down into this watery area, you see a few shopping carts with some bags in it. Other than that, everything else is probably ruined.
DM, can I get a roll as well?
Yep, 1 second. As you open the first bag, it looks to be some old jerky. A couple bags of it. What do you need
My
to roll
role is to calm me down. Bear was talking to me for a while.
His voice seems to be drawn out, and with a 2, if anything, it only makes it worse.
Oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck.
As you look into this, you see a few bags, actually. There's 3, to be exact. One of them is full of bread. It actually looks to be still good. You see a few packages that are molded, but the bread seems to be, in a way, edible. It's probably hard and probably don't taste very well, but it's edible. It's food. The second bag is full of clothes, stuff that can be ripped, turned into bandages, or worn. There's pants, socks, and a shirt. 2 outfits. And then the third bag, as you open this one, it's a box. You don't know what's inside of it. As you lift on it, it's heavy. Feels like something is in it.
There's something in this box.
It's not too heavy. You can lift it, but it has some weight to it.
Put it in my bag.
You grab it, you grab from the bottom and the top slides open as whatever was inside of it starts to fall out. As you look and pick it up, inside of that box is cans of old food, stuff that can be stored and eaten for at least 2 more days.
There's the bread and one of the other bags in here too.
Yeah. This should last us for another 2 days. Stay still! Stay still!
This man looks disheveled. He looks crazed. He looks scared. You don't know why. As he looks around, his gaze isn't on you anymore. He clearly sees something, and then turns and basically jumps onto your blade, killing himself. He spits up blood onto your face. Blood sprays all over your body. And it stinks. You don't know what he saw, but if it was enough to make him freak out like that, you need to get out. And as this man falls, you hear a loud splash when his body hits the ground. Pause. You hear what sounds to be stomping. As you look around, you don't see anything yet.
Hey DM, can I
And
get
then you
a
see a
roll at
hand.
disadvantage?
Rolling. What was it for?
Further, with the panic attack.
With a 14 with disadvantage, you will start to calm down. But You see a hand at the top of the elevators grab and scratch as you see a familiar face peek over the top. It doesn't see you yet, but it knows something is here as you see an int at the top. When I say, or when this goes down, you can unpause.
Hide, hide, hide.
Picks up the body. As this int passes you, now and only now is your time to get out.
Somehow, some way. The natural 20, you all seemingly move silently through the water. Maybe a few clicks and clacks there, but the beast pays it no mind. Be able to move this through.
Gonna scare the shit out of him. Hands grab behind you, almost grabbing both of you. It sees you, and you need to run.
Go, go, go! Oh, shit.
Bad idea. As you do that, you're getting knocked back.
Dad, come on, come on, come on.
Go.
Go, go.
Just go.
You feel like you need to leave fast.
DM, I'm gonna grab a rock and throw it to its right.
Sees you.
Fuck me.
Go, 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 go!
Go, go.
Fuck, 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 get out, get out, get out.
Fuck up.
As you run and just barely make it through the door, the ent gets stuck in the small gap you had to get through. And you get away.
Ooh.
Ugh, oh my god.
So, real quick, before you all... I need a light, man. This is...
Yeah, let's go back to the light.
Yeah,
So,
if I had
before you
this
all
avatar had a light, it would have been better.
do your thing, let's go over your findings. You have exactly 6 cans of canned food.
Hang on,
3
I'm
bags
gonna
of jerky.
write this down.
Okay, 3 bags of jerky, 6 cans of canned food, 3 bags of jerky, an old knife, a pristine bat with barbed wire, and a set of clothes. Okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Radio.
And the radio, yeah.
And the bread.
Yeah, the bread. But the bread is kind of in bad condition. It's edible, but it needs to be looked at before you fully eat it. Okay?
Right.
Alright.
Gotta carefully eat the bread because it looks like it can be moldy, but you don't know yet.
Let's turn into briskets.
So, also, a lot of your characters are going to start experiencing something new because it happens to people. You all took multiple lives today. So you're gonna start experiencing different, I wouldn't say changes, but ways you feel about certain things, okay? So it's gonna be like, how do I put it into words? How do I put it into words? It's
You're
gonna be
losing your
different. Like, when you go to
humanity
kill a
slightly.
zombie, yeah, you feel like you're losing your humanity. Like you took part and or did kill somebody today, so you feel differently about killing things now. Like in a way, it's just easier, but that can also be a bad thing. Okay. But going back to camp, you'll all, once you get back, start to panic. All right, for a little while, like a few hours, I would say, you would have all been panicking. You took a life, you were chased by an ant, like it was terrifying. But after a little while, you'll start to calm down. Okay.
Speaking of which,
You
if
decide to go back
that
to map that is completely.
if that extra roll for the continuing the panic attack, if that would have failed, I would have died to that end. If it would have got worse, I just would have been in a ball. It's one of my detriments. So,
If
yeah.
you want to go back, and do what you do, it is completely up to you. If you want to end for the night, you can. I am going to dissipate into nothingness for a little while.
Alright, bud. That was good. This jab was good.
I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
I
Did
think
you
I'm
guys
gonna
want to
call it
continue?
night here.
Calling it? How about you?
Yeah.
Calling it? Okay. I guess we're all calling it then.
Yeah.
We're just call it.
So,
Yeah, you can. You're all free to do what you want to do.
so
except
just
for
so I
planning
have
shit.
everything and I didn't forget anything. You said 3 bags of jerky, 6 cans of food, a radio, bread that's in bad condition, clothes, and what else?
A knife that's in mid condition, like it's not great, but it's not horrible, and a pristine bat, a barbed wire bat.
Okay.
Alright.
Other than that, I'm going to dip. You guys have fun.
Alright. Take it easy, man. Take it easy.
Yep.
Ooh, that was crazy, bro. I
Yeah.
literally thought that was gonna be the end of me right there after just getting flung back from
That
it.
14 saved you.
I
Did-
know. I was like,
if
oh,
you
I
got
am
more
fucked.
than a 5, I would have broken one of your limbs and you would have had to crawl.
Jasmine, did me throwing the rock actually do anything? I threw the rock to its right to try to give him an extra, like, even millisecond to get up the stairs.
Anyone that paid attention,
Yeah.
really, the ant won't give a shit about the rock. It's gonna care about you guys.
Well, I figured maybe it would have thought there was someone else over there, so... Even just like a quick look.
You guys were in its focus at that point.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I tried.
Yeah, but that was like scary as shit. It's
Right.
but that was good.
And hopefully my panic attacks are doing good. Bye-bye.
Man.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm sending my people shit though.
Smoke bomb.
Yeah, I need to figure out who I'm sending
But yeah,
to.
I thought. Alright, if you so, take it easy, Cross.
Oh, I'm not leaving just yet.
Take it easy. Oh, you're not?
No, I gotta
Well, for
end
me,
my
it's
stream.
like... Yeah, I'm gonna end in a bit. For me, that was just like crazy because holy Moses, I
I
was
hope-
almost scared enough to the point where I thought that was gonna be the end of me, literally. If I hadn't gotten a 14, fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the moment you said I stab, I'm like, no. No, 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 no. Like I thought you were just
Yeah,
like,
honestly, like, no, trust me, I was like standing right there, and as soon as the guy just like lunged, I was like, wait a minute, and then boom, he just like, oh,
yeah.
uh,
Yeah, hopefully the panic attack seemed legitimate. I've been trying to get better at doing it, because that's one of the flaws with my character. He's prone to panic attacks now.
ugh. I'm gonna raid somebody too.
Yeah.
Well, panic attacks they're kind of different depending on the person.
The person and the
For
situation.
some
I know.
people, yeah. Like for me, for instance, when I would have panic attacks, it would be like my heart was racing,
Mm-hmm.
I was breathing really heavily, I was sweating, I felt like a lump in my throat, and I just wanted nothing more than to get out of whatever situation I was in that was causing me to panic, no matter how I did it.
Yeah.
No, the only thing that that could have made you even panic even more was the fact that your brother Leo just got flunked, and he could have been the next meal.
No, I mean IRL.
Oh God! Oh my God! Shit!
Yep. Like one time, the main thing for me, my panic attacks, is traveling. I don't like to travel. And when it used to be bad, like before I got control over it, or better control, I should say, one of the things I would try to do is, even if the car was moving, I would try and jump out of the car. Like that's how panicked I was, that I was not thinking rationally at all.
But I'll be right back. Alright, I hope you all have a great night. I will see you tomorrow for more FT. But until then, we're gonna go raid Mr. Brunswick. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.